Hey guys, Jonas and Ashley here with Vacation Rental 101, all things vacation rentals and second homes for the Phoenix metro area. All 22 major cities here in Phoenix will be covered. We look forward to providing a ton of valuable content to you guys. So if you do get value, if you want to get notifications when we have new videos, please like, subscribe, share, do all those things. All the things. That way we can keep churning this info out. Today, we are going to be talking about a hurdle and a roadblock that we do get a lot, and I feel like it seems to be more of a compounding, for lack of a better word, problem in a lot of markets. You know, people that are looking to buy investment properties here in the Phoenix metro area sometimes are coming from other states or areas that are not vacation rental friendly.
That's true.
Denver, Nashville, Lake Tahoe, I mean, just to name a few. So one of the first questions we get is people, looking for, hey, what areas can I buy? Where can I buy? Where can I not buy? Are they going to change the laws? Are they going to change the regulations? You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? HOAs are a big one, right?
That's huge. So going back to setting up your dream team and making sure that you have true experienced agents and people on your side, you can't just come here and buy in any HOA. Phoenix as a whole is kind of the land of tract homes and HOAs, if you will.
Yep.
A lot of people coming from other areas like Midwest, East Coast, they're not really used to that. Right. HOAs aren't as big of a thing there.
Yep.
So you can't just pick up the phone, call someone from Realtor.com and write an offer on a property in an HOA. Most will have 30-day restrictions. Yep. Some are 60, some are 90.
Yep.
The sky's the limit as far as what they will allow and what they won't. And even though you own it, you still have to follow the CC&Rs within that community. And unless you're working with an agent that has vetted and really understands what the CC&Rs mean, or if it might be a gray area, you need people on your side that can help you vet that
100%.
Or can vet it for you.
Absolutely. We get clients frequently, so we multiple times, probably more than I can count on two hands, we've had clients that have reached out to us, that have come to us, that have actually unfortunately purchased in a property where it was not permitted.
Yes.
This investment space is hyper niche. So you have standard real estate, ownership, buying a home for yourself. Real estate investing is a much smaller niche, and then when you get into the vacation rental space, it's even smaller. So if you're not working with an agent that really knows the lay of the land, the laws, the rules, what's on the docket, what's changing, it can really, lead to some serious problems. And we've had to, bail people out and roll either those over to corporate rentals, or in some cases they had to sell the properties, reinvest. Nobody's looking to buy an investment property with intent of selling it in under a year and having to reinvest the property. So it's mission critical to get it right the first time.
It really is. And if you want to avoid HOAs altogether, then you buy something that's not in an HOA.
Right.
Well, in a perfect scenario, that's ideal. I mean, it's part of what we like to call the secret sauce, but dependent upon if it's an investment or a second home, you may have an area that you want to be in or stay away from. Also, there's budgetary restrictions when it comes to things like that. And then there are desirable areas and not so desirable areas when it comes to non-HOA. So there's so much that goes into kind of preparing the best sort of area for you.
Agreed. We're very fortunate in the sense that we are in Arizona. Arizona is arguably the most friendly vacation rental state.
Yes.
We have a governor that is very pro-business. Several years back, about 3 years ago, he passed a state law, a bill, where it put restrictions in place that the cities, towns, and municipalities could not specifically restrict vacation rentals.
Correct.
So, for example, Sedona, up until 3 years ago, the entire city of Sedona, you did not have vacation rentals permitted. It literally opened the floodgates up there. But where you do run into things is we do see certain cities adding more regulations where they can't necessarily restrict it, but you have to fall within the rules. You have to have, you can't have party houses. You have to have a specific, point of contact if there's a problem. You have to pay the, what we call the TPT tax here in Arizona, which is kind of your rental tax and that sort of thing. And then the HOAs. So you can kind of see how it can be tricky to kind of bob and weave those regulations and align yourself with professionals that really know what they're doing and make sure you're getting yourself in those areas where you're not going to run into problems.
Absolutely. So when we talk about why Phoenix is so landlord friendly versus tenant friendly, can you explain
Absolutely.
Why is that, or what makes it that way?
So besides the
Outside of Ducey passing the...
So besides the vacation rental space, taking that out of the equation entirely, this is a very pro-landlord state in general. So other states, I'm from California originally, you're from Michigan.
Michigander, if you will.
Yep, a lot of states, it's extremely difficult to get tenants out. The beauty with the vacation rental space is these are not tenants, they're guests.
Yes.
So they do not fall under any protection when it comes to landlord tenancy.
Correct.
However, if you off season, a lot of times we'll have people that are trying to, maybe the summer months are like, hey, I'm going to do the vacation rental for my peak months. My summer months, I want to lock somebody up in a 3, 4, 5 month lease, 6 month lease, something like that. Let's say you do run into problems with that tenant for whatever reason. Here, it's very black and white. Rent's due on the 1st, delinquent on the 3rd. You're already starting the eviction process by the 5th. They're going to court basically within the first 10 days. They haven't paid the rent, if they haven't paid the late fees, if they haven't paid the court fees before the end of the month, they are already getting evicted, all the way down to they could have the sheriff literally drill out the locks and remove their contents from the house. So you do have multiple layers of protection in our state, which makes it great to be an investor here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and with our experience too, and with yours, you may be looking at a true vacation rental where you have like a 2-night minimum, so you're not going to have, again, you're not going to have tenants, you're going to have guests. You may find that a 30-day minimum works better based on where you bought per your HOA, or maybe just based on
not having as much turnover.
Yeah, not as much wear and tear. Like there's pros and cons to all of the sort of mindsets.
Yep.
But yeah, that's really good to know. Like, depending upon what you want, there's added layers of protection, and we can kind of help walk you through that.
100%. So if you're just, already own investment properties or just getting started in your journey, and have questions about our markets or topics maybe that we didn't cover today, please reach out. Also, if you are ready to invest and you're like, hey, I've got a budget of $500,000, want to get started, what does that look like for me? Where are the best areas? Reach out to us. We'll have that discussion. We'll do a deep dive and kind of be able to point you in the right direction. So until then, hope you guys found some great information and content here. We look forward to the next time. Thank you.
See ya.